this make me look like a fairy? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ishi and you are on Ishi Time. I have decided to start a new series on my channel in which I rant while I paint. I am currently taking this art course called Intro to Color, in which I mix some color and I paint some shapes, so it's not going to be Bob Ross level. Oh no, that just went in my hair. So it's not going to be any Bob Ross level painting here today, but I'm bored just painting shapes alone in my room, so I decided to talk about some books while I do it. I don't really have a list of topics that I wanted to talk about. I didn't make an outline for this video, so I'm just gonna pull things off the top of my head, and hopefully by the end of it, this makes some sort of sense. Also, I reached 100 subscribers yesterday. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and listening to me talk. I am so happy. Like, I genuinely want to thank you. I'm like speechless. I don't even know what to say. I can't believe that there's people who like sit there and watch me talk. I'm overwhelmed and I can't speak, but thank you so much. It means a lot. Please be my friends and talk to me anytime. So I recently finished reading The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, hence the crown. I own a flower crown. I just can't for the life of me find it. I'm so mad, but that flower crown would have been perfect, but I'll have to do with this one. Originally, I gave it 4 stars, but I have decided to take away one of my stars, and it has ended up being a 3-star read for me. Because when I first finished the book, I was kind of on like that end of the book high, but now that I am thinking back on it, I didn't really like enjoy it that much. Like, while I was in the moment, like while I was actually reading it, it was really hard for me to get into it, and I didn't really start getting into it until like 200 pages in. The last like 200-ish pages were okay, but they weren't like mind-blowing, you know? But I'm going to have to say that I am a huge fan of Jude. Before I started reading, I did not expect to like the main character, because usually the main characters do some stupid ass shit and I was not expecting to like her at all. But everything Jude did, I kind of understood where she was coming from, so I really liked Jude as a main character. But Carden as a love interest? Nuh-uh. Carden is the classic, I'm an asshole, but here's my tragic backstory, so you're supposed to like me. And I just didn't like that. I don't like the whole asshole with the backstory trope. I just don't like it. And because of that, I didn't really like Carden for the majority of the story. In the end, I kind of started to see the different layers of his personality, so I liked him in the end, but through the majority of the book, I was not a fan of Carden. Obviously, I have not read The Wicked King yet, so maybe I'll like him in the next book, but this book, I was not the biggest fan. I really like Jude as a main character, but I don't think I got to know any of the side characters really well, and it felt like I was watching the story happen from the outside. I wasn't as well immersed into it as I wish I was. Okay, wow, I can't multitask. Also, I know Holly Black is known for using dramatic language and figurative language and stuff like that, but there's this one sentence that I cannot get over. The sentence was, "He waved with his eyes," or "his eyes waved at me." It was one of those two, I can't remember which, but I remember it so vividly. And I know I'm not meant to take it like literally. I know it's supposed to be like a figurative, like he acknowledged me, like he looked at me and acknowledged me, but I swear to you, just the way it was worded, I laughed for such a long time. Listen, honey, you can't wave with your eyes. That's like saying she walked with her nose, or like she waved with her ears. It doesn't make sense. Also, to be completely honest, I just don't think I vibe with the whole fairy kingdom-esque stories. I prefer fantasies with like magic, but like witch wizard kind of magic, not like elves and fairies kind of magic. I don't know, I guess it's just like a personal preference, but I just had a really hard time getting into that whole fairy mindset. Every time they mentioned Carden's Tale, I was like, nah, not here, not today, not ever. And every time they mentioned something like his teeth stuck out of his face like this, like about some random fairy, I was jarred. Because I was like, oh right, these people don't look normal, their ears look like this and their teeth look like this. It was just very discombobulating to me. Is that a word? Discombobulating? I think it's a word. And they have like, obviously they're fairies, so they have these pointed ears, but their pointed ears have like a tuft of hair on the end of them. I just couldn't get into it. Like every time they mentioned something about how these fairies looked, I was just like, shocked. I actually am pretty happy with the end of The Cruel Prince. I did not see that ending coming. I for sure did not see that ending coming at all. So I am really looking forward to The Wicked King to see how things go. I'm super excited. Anyways, let's move on from The Cruel Prince and talk about something else. And now I am really wishing that I had come with a topic or like a list of topics of things to talk about, because I'm standing here trying to think of something and literally my brain is blank. You know that video of Dobby and he's like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That video of Dobby, that's literally what my brain is doing right now while I'm trying to think of something, but I can't because my brain is empty. So let's talk about Adam Parrish, because in these rant videos I want to talk about whatever the heck I want to talk about, and I want to talk about Adam Parrish. I have been thinking about The Raven Cycle a lot recently and I want to reread that entire series, but Adam Parrish in particular is a bi icon. I love him. I just love him so much, and I have nothing like in particular to say about him except for the fact that I love him. His backstory made me cry a bit. What does the color circle even look like? You know, let's talk about Alina and Mal, our favorite couple. I hated Mal. He was such a brat. Can we also talk about the Darkling for a bit? I don't understand why people like him. Dark-haired, has grey slate eyes, and Michelangelo himself sculpted him out of the shiniest marble in the world. But just because he looks pretty doesn't mean I have to love him. He's like 500 years old. The fact that he kissed Alina is just creepy. So I don't understand why people ship him and Alina. I don't think that the Darkling is evil. I don't hate him because I do understand that he wants the best for his people. He wants the best for Ravka and he wants Ravka to be a safe place for all Grisha. So I don't think he's completely evil, but he's not morally good either. Like, he destroyed that entire village and he doesn't care about normal people who are not Grisha. So I just can't like him 100% and I don't understand why people like him, but I have nothing against him. Like, I am willing to change my opinions about him. I just don't understand. So if you love the Darkling, please do explain why. I don't think I'm gonna ship Alina with him ever though, but I think that Alina and Nikolai would have made a really good couple, so I kind of wish that Alina and Nikolai had been endgame, but Alina would not have fit well in King of Scars, so I can kind of see why Nikolai and Alina are not a thing. I don't really know though, but I definitely ship Alina and Nikolai more than I ship Alina and Mal or Alina and the Darkling. I did it wrong! It's supposed to be yellow triangles, not orange. Damn it. I'm so upset. Actually, let's talk about Farah from ACOTAR, who likes to paint. Because I'm painting today, well, I'm painting. Basically, Farah, every time she sees something, she's like, I want to paint that, or I could paint that, or I wish I could paint that. And a lot of people on BookTube have said that that is not how normal painters think. But I swear to you, that is exactly how I think. And every time I see something that looks really nice, I think I could paint that, or I wish I could paint that. And I'm so surprised that not that many people out there think that way. And it was like the only part of Farah's character that I really was able to connect with. So I was so surprised when everyone else just kind of roasted the fact that Farah thinks about painting all the time. in April, I'm participating in the Magical Readathon, which is a month-long readathon. I'll link it down below, but I'm super excited for it. It is the first ever readathon I'm ever participating in, ever, and that is because it is the first readathon that I feel like I could complete, because most readathons are like a week long and they have 2 billion prompts, and by 2 million I mean like 6. But there's so many readathons out there that expect you to finish 6 books in 6 days. I finish 6 books in a month, sometimes not even. Like, I have such a hard time reading even that many books in a month. There is no way you're asking me to finish 6 reading prompts in 6 days. I cannot do it, which is why I'm so excited to do the Magical Readathon and spend my entire month reading my 6 books. I'm so excited for it. But yeah, I do wish that readathons were longer. I know why they're so short, because they are hard to like plan and stuff, but still, I kind of wish that there were longer readathons out there. Another thing that kind of annoys me is the fact that Goodreads lets you review books that don't exist yet. Like, they're books with release dates in April, May, June, July, and they have 5-star, 4-star reviews, and that's just not fair. Like, these books literally don't exist yet. What are you reviewing? That's not a review. Just, you know, irritates me a teeny little bit, just a teeny little bit. I feel like this video has kind of been a wild ride, both for me and for you, so I'm gonna quit digging myself into a hole and end this video here. Next time I do a Rants and Paints video, I will come with an outline prepared and have a list of topics prepared. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. My name is Ishi, thank you for spending time with me, and I hope your day is as wonderful as you are.